Good morning. Thank you so much for joining us. ¿Cómo están? Buenos días. Our media partners, our friends, our city leaders. Thank you so much for joining us in the official Avocado Fest press conference. Yuri Gonzalez with the City of Pharr Office of City Communications. Just verifying if we're already live on social media platforms. We are? Awesome, great. Bienvenidos a las personas que también nos están viendo desde casa, desde su celular, people that are just connecting. Welcome. This is the official Avocado Fest press conference where we're having the actual committee, the planning committee that's been working really hard to get this event going. They'll be answering all questions. They'll be covering the lineup, surprises, activities. And if you are still wondering, why is this festival called the Avocado Festival? Let me just tell you that after this great event, you have no doubts anymore because they're going to put everything in perspective and share the details, the story, and the tradition behind this new signature event here in the great city of Pharr. Before we get started, please stand to be recognized. We have very distinguished special guests joining us. From the office of U.S. Senator Ted Cruz, South Texas Deputy Regional Director Adrianelli Gomez. From the office of Texas State Representative Sergio Munoz, Chief of Staff Laura Del Mariano. Office of Texas State Representative Oscar Longoria, Chief of Staff, we have Paco Sanchez. Thank you so much. We have city leadership as well joining us. We have directors, we have board members with, our Pharr Chamber of Commerce. We have our media partners and everyone that's joining us. Thank you so much. Before we get this event going, I'd like to briefly just let you know that our mayor couldn't join us this morning. Unfortunately, he's in surgery this morning, but I'm sure he's going to be watching this live stream after he gets out. So thank you so much for joining us once again. We'll go ahead and play the first video, and this is just the opening to this great event so you can kind of see, what we're expecting this year.
Let's have some fun tonight.
El Festival del Aguacate, este 12 de octubre.
Let's turn the lights out. Come on, let's turn the lights out. Everybody see this place when the sun's out.
Avocado Festival returns this October 12th in downtown Pharr. Fun carnival rides, various avocado contests, over 100 local vendors, and an artist lineup you won't want to miss. It's the City of Pharr's Avocado Festival with free entry before 5. For more information, visit avocadofest.com.
And our panelists are ready. Let's introduce them one by one. Please help me welcome our city manager, Dr. Jonathan Flores. Sonia Falcon, Greater Pharr Chamber of Commerce Chairwoman. CJ Sanchez, Greater Pharr Chamber of Commerce President and CEO. Luis Bazan, Pharr International Bridge Director. Victor Perez, Pharr EDC President and CEO. Our school districts are also in the house, so let's welcome Dr. Marisol Rocha, Vanguard Academy Superintendent. Dr. Alejandro Elias, PSJ ISD Superintendent. And Jill Dominguez, Area Superintendent for Idea Public Schools. Now, briefly, these folks that you see right here have been working very hard. They are the actual planning committee to this great event, once again happening October 12th in downtown Pharr. So let's get ready with some of the questions. Media partners in the back will have some time so you can ask those questions either in a group setting or during your one-on-one interview. So let's get started with Dr. Jonathan Flores. Welcome. Everyone should have a mic. If not, let's share. Dr. Jonathan Flores, I know that these events here with the City of Pharr and these festivals, whether they're small or on a larger scale, they're known in the city for being free and just getting bigger and better every year. you've been very involved in this process. So talk to us about the planning process and how it's like, being behind the scenes in an event at this, large scale. What's it been like for you as a city manager?
So first and foremost, it's important to note that we have an amazing staff. We have a great special events team and great department directors that all contribute to making events like this possible. Our elected officials, it's so important for them to provide free events for our community so that we can come and enjoy with them and get to know them, and so they can get to know not only the elected officials, but the staff that serve them. And when we get to come out and enjoy each other as a community, it's important that logistically that we put together an event that's going to meet the standard of excellence every day. And our team, the staff members that we have, are second to none in doing that. And so this is what you're going to see at what is our signature event, the Avocado Festival, is you're going to see the fruits of that labor come to fruition coming October 12th. And that's months and months of planning and logistics, and our staff rolling up their sleeves and just really brainstorming on how we're going to make this such an impactful event for our community.
So great staff behind it, and it's critical to have all these individuals making it happen. But for you, what have you enjoyed the most, I guess, because you've also been very involved?
I think this is, obviously coming to these events and being a part of events like this, it's seeing the community members come out and enjoy with their families and their loved ones, and seeing the elation on their face, when they come out and they enjoy these type of events with us. That's the reward, right? Getting to see the community come out and enjoy. But more than that, as a city manager, it's engaging with our staff and being part of the creative process and seeing the care that our staff puts together in making all this happen, and the joy that they have, throughout the process. And it gets difficult sometimes, different ideas, different things, but we always work together towards a common goal of making an impact in our community. And that's the magic behind the scenes that I truly enjoy.
Awesome. Next question is for CJ Sanchez, representing the Greater Pharr Chamber of Commerce. CJ, of course, you've been very involved. Can you elaborate for those watching, especially families, moms that are going to bring their kiddos? What type of activities, contests are we expecting this year?
Yeah, of course. And thank you, Yudi. This is going to be a full family fun-friendly event. It's going to be happening on October 12th, and there's going to be a lot going on, a lot to be excited about. We've got everything ranging from a full carnival. There's going to be art murals. There's going to be RGV Jurassic that's going to be out there. We're going to have a guacamole contest. We're going to have a different costume for our young ones. And one of the main things that we're excited about this year that we're incorporating is that we're involving our students in our schools to really help elevate and really help us celebrate the Avocado Festival. This year, we're teaming up with our PSJA and IDEA, as well as Oratory and Valley View, to roll out what we're calling our Avocado Student Contest. We're going to be featuring an essay contest, a photography contest, and a poster contest. It's going to be broken down through different age levels. In regard to the poster contest, our essay contest is going to be for our high schoolers. It's going to be 9th through 12th.
Can you grab the mic a little bit from the top? The signal's in the bottom, so we interfere. There you go.
Hello? Okay, all right. Sorry about that. And so then we're going to be doing a photography contest, and that's going to be open from 6th through 12th grade. And all of that is going to be focused around this year's theme for the avocado contest, which is the journey of the avocado from seed to fruit. So we've been working with our local school districts and our schools and our teachers to get that information out to our students and get them involved and have them participate and feel a part of this year's Avocado Festival and help us celebrate what Avocado Festival is all about.
Any major components that you want families to know that are watching over there? Look at those cameras over there. Regarding, all of these activities?
Like I said, I think we want to make sure that our students are feeling involved and having and feel a part of this year's Avocado Festival. I think that if there's any questions that they'd like more information about, of course, they can reach out to their schools, and they can also reach out to the Chamber of Commerce directly. But I think just the idea of everything that's going to be going on that day, there's going to be a great lineup of music, which we'll be going over this later today. And as well as, like I said, the full carnival ride. There's going to be a petting zoo, car show, a guacamole contest. There's going to be over 100 vendors that we're going to be bringing out from our local business community, food vendors, artisan market vendors. So we're really excited to have all this displayed out for our community this year.
Thank you. Sounds like a lot of fun. Sonia Falcon, where's Miss Sonia Falcon? Okay.
Right here.
She has been extremely involved. She's been a very passionate advocate for this festival. And actually, we have to be thankful for her because she's the one that really planted the seed, no pun intended there, but she really planted the seed, in having this event and making sure it's happening with the right people. So, Sonia, I know you're very passionate about this event. What's the biggest takeaway you want our community, to take from this event?
So Avocado Festival was a little seed. Now it's kind of ripened into a big project, right? And I'd like to thank all my chamber board members, my green team. And so we've really worked together to put all this moving forward along with the city. So the mayor and the commissioners have all been supportive because this is about the community. We want this to be, last year when I was there, I saw a mom teaching her young son how to dance a cumbia under the stars, right? And so that just touched my heart, and those are things that, we want to make sure that this community can continue to have those type of experiences with their children's. So if you want to bring your mom, your dad, your kids, your abuelitas, your abuelitos, all, it's a family event, right? And we want you to come and enjoy the musical lineup. There's music for everybody, right? You can enjoy the cumbias, you can enjoy Mexican music, you can enjoy Red, the Taylor Swift tribute band, and you can enjoy all this with your family. And the best part of this is the city makes it for free, right? They have this for you to enjoy in this community. And so we know that we want to share with others that can come. It's not just from the city of Pharr, right? We can bring people from far away to come and experience the festival. And so this year we're going to have a great lineup of entertainment. We're going to have fabulous food. We've got over 40 food vendors, and we've got close to 100 vendors that are going to be selling things themed with avocados. And yes, there will be a lot of avocados at the event. I think that the food, the fun, and the family is what you want to take away. And we here in the valley probably don't appreciate the avocado as much as people up north because it costs them so much more to have it. But it is the most delicious fruit, and we want everybody to experience this event and have a great time.
Thank you, Sonia. And just kind of like going back to what CJ said, he mentioned that there's a lot of activities and a lot of them are around students. Can you elaborate on the vision behind this initiative and really getting close to students and really incorporating the educational factor this year?
Absolutely. Our kids are our future. They are our little avocado seeds, right? And they're going to grow into this delicious fruit. And so what we want is to educate them about our community, about the city of Pharr. We have an international bridge. Many of the kids don't know, right, that this bridge took 16 years to build. We got a permit from President Carter, if you can remember back to Jimmy Carter days, right? And now they're going to do a second expansion because the bridge has been so successful. So these are all things that our students can learn in school about their own community, right? This is where the majority, 80% of our avocados cross is through our Pharr Bridge, right? The bridge is 3.2 miles long. Who knew that, right? And it can cross about 150,000 trucks a day, right? And so those are the kind of things that we want our students to understand about our community and what makes us special. Not every city has a bridge, right? But Pharr does. And so it's important to understand also, how is the bridge built? Who built the bridge? What does it take to build a bridge, right? It takes engineers to design it. It takes politicians to fund it. And it takes contractors to build it, right? Those are all jobs, right, that come to the valley or that students can see that's out there. So it's important for the students to get involved, to learn. There's a lesson to be learned about our bridge. There's a lesson to be learned about avocados, right? Besides being delicious, right? They are the number one import through our bridge, right? And so that is very important. Where do they come from? Most of them come from Michoacan. Where is Michoacan? Michoacan is 16, almost 17 hours away from Pharr, right? It's 657 miles that little avocado has to travel to come to our plate. And so that's what we want our students to learn, where it comes from, besides it being a very healthy fruit that's good for them, right? And for their families. So I think all of that is good information for our kids to learn about their community, right? And so they're good lessons that our school districts can implement. I was talking to Dr. Alejos. He said they have over 30,000 students enrolled at PSJA ISD. That's a small little city, right? And so think about what they can learn. Think about what they can be exposed to. How many of those kids have an opportunity to go to an event that they can enjoy, right? And have a good time with their friends and their family. So this is all very important to us because we know students have an abundance of energy and curiosity. All we have to do is plant that little avocado seed to open up that curiosity, right? And they can learn more.
Great way of elaborating that, Sonia. Thank you so much. And speaking of lessons and students, which you just mentioned, I think it's a perfect, time to transition into the superintendents and just, have them share their knowledge. This question is for Dr. Elias, representing PSJ ISD. So, Dr. Elias, now that Sonia, is talking about students and lessons and the educational portion of it, why are partnerships like the Chamber of Commerce and EDC and the City of Pharr important for, the students in your school district or just any school district in the region?
Well, first of all, thank you to the City of Pharr for inviting us. I know that it's very important, not just to the community, but to our students, our staff out there, that they get to express what students need to learn. As far as being in a partnership with the City of Pharr, I think that brings a lot. Being in a partnership with the EDC, because now we know that students can focus on a pathway that they truly need to get educated on, and that there's going to be jobs out there for them waiting, not a pathway that's going to be a dead end for students. So as we communicate and we learned about the Avocado Festival, I mean, there's so many skills that the students can learn that are going to apply, of course, to the new opening bridge. There's criminal justice pathways. There's also food handling pathways. So, I mean, there's a lot of pathways that the students can take. And with that focus, we know that the student is going to embark in a pathway that is truly going to pay off. And to us, it's always about the student. How do we get the students to succeed? But at the end, it's a win-win, not just for the City of Pharr, but also for the educational system, because we can embark in those paths to truly help our students. As currently I speak also, we are also embarking into a pathways for our parents. So we're now looking at all these certificates that we can also get our parents to join in. So I know that as I talked to the EDC with Mr. Perez, we're looking at also embarking in how the EDC can get involved with those heat maps that are going to truly tell us what employments do parents can work on those skills so that they can get those certificates also. So we're not just expanding with students, but we're expanding into the parental area also. So those are win-win for the whole community at the end of the day. And that's what we truly mean by opportunities for all at PSJA, but with the collaboration, of course, of the city.
Thank you, Dr. Elias. This question is for Dr. Rocha, representing Vanguard Academy. Very similar, of course. Students might be different visions, but we're all working together. We're all partnerships, collaborating. But what's your long-term vision for the students with Vanguard Academy, and how festivals like the Avocado Fest will play a critical role in their educational experience?
Yeah, absolutely. So thank you again for having us here this morning. And I want to say, as a brand new superintendent to the city of Pharr, y'all have been so welcoming in every way possible. So we extend all of our gratitude from Vanguard, but definitely want to look to the future of how we're going to continue to move our students in the direction of working in Avocado Festival. We've shared some ideas at our planning meeting, because in reality, we know these are the fun events that kids go to school for, right? Like, yes, of course, everything is important, but when we can get them involved in their community and get them involved in their culture and seeing, like we said, there are so many facts that they don't even know about their own backyard. This gives us a great opportunity to do that, and not only with the students, but to share it with the families as well. So we're really looking forward to participating. We had some ideas and some suggestions as well for how to expand, even potentially for next year. We talked about getting our students that are in our culinary arts involved so we could have a little healthy competition. But I think even seeing the collaboration amongst the school districts has also been amazing for us, because we are all serving one community, and that's really important for us as well. So we look forward to participating in the festival. We look forward to having our families out there and seeing all the participants in the festival as well.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Dr. Rocha, and congratulations. We're here for anything that you need with the city of Pharr. This is a question for Jill Dominguez representing IDEA. Very similar question. CJ just mentioned some of these contests are essay contests. So how are these students, by participating, whether it's a painting contest, an essay, how is that going to play a critical role in their, academic experience long term?
Thank you for the question. Yeah, I definitely agree with other superintendents. We're so thankful that the city of Pharr has reached out to us, has included us, and taken the extra effort to put in a student-facing contest. At IDEA, our mission is really to prepare our students for college and beyond. And so over the last 15 years, we've been doing that with now 11,000 graduates. And so we know that what we've learned is it takes more than just academics for our kids to be successful in their lives. And contests like this give them an opportunity to try something out. It gives them an opportunity to express themselves in a different form of communication than maybe they're used to. So they get an opportunity to express it visually through photography or to write an essay. And so those experiences all add up to help our kids just really develop into the adults that we all want them to become. And so just connecting to the real world experiences, connecting to the community are just important things that make an education just phenomenal. So we're just excited for this opportunity and a little friendly competition. It's gonna be a wonderful day.
Thank you, Jill. So from our superintendent's standpoint, anything else you want to incorporate that wasn't asked that's important to mention, from the educational, academic, side of it? Everything said? Awesome. And we'll do the Q&A in just a minute with our media partners. This question is for Luis Vazan, our Pharr International Bridge Director. Luis, going back to what Sonia said, this festival is going to play a critical role in tying in everything to the Pharr International Bridge, playing hand by hand. I guess, how do you feel about the bridge being really centered around this event, and what's the long-term message that you really want the community to understand?
Well, again, first and foremost, congratulations, because this is a huge event. We wouldn't have a part two if the first one wasn't successful. So we're here because of that. And that takes a lot of work, a lot of effort, and commitment on behalf of the vision of the mayor, the city commission, or city managers, and obviously all the staff that worked on it. The bridge, it's important to paint the picture of how we are a bigger part of the community than what anybody would even understand, right? You have to take it back. You have to take it back several years. And being the #1 bridge for produce didn't come just organically. It grew because of real growth, because of different efforts that were out there, but also because a lot of these companies, a lot of these growers of fresh avocados, as Sonia mentioned, from the state of Michoacan, and as of 2022 from the state of Jalisco as well, they saw the logistics route through Pharr that made sense for them to get us to the end consumers, to get to the end markets. Mostly here in the Valley, obviously, and I'll share some numbers right now, but also, we're feeding America. We're feeding the United States. The northeastern quadrant of the United States actually depends on the Pharr Bridge for most of these products. And you mentioned it, the guacamoles. We use it during Super Bowl. We consume a lot of avocados. Just to put things into perspective, right now we're crossing about $50 billion in trade. This is all at all levels, all imports and exports. Again, fresh produce being one of our number one commodity on that end, right? So when it comes to avocados, we're doing about 1.8 to $2 billion in value of that product, this green gold, as we come to know it. Here locally, if you were to shop around here locally, this is the connection with the community, because again, you might not realize how much you're contributing, but when you go out there to Juniors, when you go out to HEB here in Pharr, and you're buying these avocados, Pharr alone is selling about 3 million pounds of avocados just in Pharr alone. When you look at region-wide, Brownsville to Rio Grande, that's about 14 million pounds of avocados that are being sold here. So that's a lot. It's a lot, and it's going to continue growing. We were talking about the numbers this morning, and again, back in 2023, we're at about 1.8 billion in trade value of these products. We're closer to 2. Just the first 6 months of this year alone, we're already at 1.3, 1.4. So we're going to surpass that 2 billion in avocados. But again, it's important. We also want to get the school involved. So this year, we're celebrating our 30th anniversary, and I think it's important to mention that at the bridge. Come November, we're celebrating our 30th year anniversary. What we did back in when we celebrated our 20th year anniversary, we got the school districts involved, and we had the kids draw up what they would think of how they foresee or what they think the Pharr International Bridge is and the types of products that are crossing. So it was really cool to see, these kids, just a full wall of paintings and drawings and all kinds of stuff that they did portraying the Pharr International Bridge. But now we're taking it a step further. We want to incorporate Avocado Festival and have them draw that up, have them paint that up, and show us what it means to them. Once you make that connection, you go back to when you were a kid, and I was one of those kids that didn't eat my fruits and vegetables. I didn't even eat avocado. I started eating avocado after developed a passion for it here in Pharr because of the bridge. About 5-6 years ago, I started consuming avocados. And, if I would have known back then what I know now about the avocado, its health benefits for the heart, for your digestive system, it's great for your vision, I would have taken it up a long time ago. But that's the connection that we're trying to make, and the passion that we drive that drives us to get this job done. The construction of the bridge, as Sonia mentioned, it's coming. What is that going to do? It's only going to open up the market. It's only going to open up for more opportunities, for more avocados, and obviously more products that we consume and that we use every day.
Luis, and can you elaborate quickly on the journey on the green gold? I know we always make jokes about this, the green gold, how it's traveling, and we're working on a video that's going to show the journey. But in simplest terms, can you just kind of go from point A to point B on the traveling avocado from the seed to the store?
So Sonia already mentioned the mileage, right? All these miles that it takes just from the state of Michoacán, which is your number one state. But, it starts with the growers. It starts with the growers. It starts in las huertas, as they say, at the farms, at the ranches. Then it gets packaged and it gets shipped. It gets shipped to U.S. ports of entry. Once it gets to U.S. ports of entry, it undergoes inspections by USDA, United States Department of Agriculture. Why? Because they have to meet all the phytosanitary specifications. They have to meet the food safety requirements, because at the end of the day, what are we looking for? We want to be safe, but going back to the kids, we want our kids to grow up safe. The numbers are outstanding. So many kids getting sick these days. When you value what these products do and what they pack in them, the amount of vitamins and the amount of good stuff that's in them, again, it drives us to do more, to bring more, because we want to provide, again, the freshest avocados, the freshest fruits and vegetables to our families here in Pharr, to the community in the Western region.
Thank you so much, Luis. And then we get these avocados at the entrance to the Avocado Festival. So that's their stopping journey. And we'll have some October 12th. Victor Perez, President and CEO for the Pharr Economic Development Corporation. EDC is a booming force in our community, bringing big businesses, small businesses. So how is the EDC, I guess, involved in contributing to a festival like the Avocado Festival?
Sure. It's events like this, like the Avocado Fest, that help us promote. And one of the things that EDC does a lot of things, right? Besides bringing this business in, but we also support our events here in the city of Pharr, and the city of Pharr. This event is huge. It's one of a kind of thing, and we're excited about it. But one of the things that we do is we promote this not only when we travel in Mexico, but also on the U.S. side. And so I'm excited because I think And I got to congratulate our superintendents here because since I've been here and I'm a former educator, this is the first time that we see the superintendents from this districts here participating with the city of Pharr united. So I congratulate you and my hats up to you all. But the EDC, we sponsor all the events that we can through the city, that the city provides, and our own events. One of the things that we do when we travel to Mexico, we, I guess, promote the city of Pharr, but not only that, but the region. And this event is enhancing the quality of life for our citizens and our neighboring cities here because, you know, when we do the Christmas event, I went around asking people, and they were from Harlingen, Westaco, the Mission, they're from all over. And I was excited to see all these people. And one of the things is that said is we don't pay, everybody else charges, right? But this is what our mayor, our city council, our city manager believe in, is that we provide, you know, events like this that we can, you know, help and bring the community together. That's very important. So again, on behalf of the EDC, we try to do everything possible to be not only, you know, advertising and making sure that the people from Mexico and all our clients that we talk to, they know what's going on in the city of Pharr. And I commend, again, the city council and the mayor because these are events like this that help us add value when we talk about, you know, to these investors. They want to know about education. They want to know about our school district. They want to know about the workforce development. They want to know what we offer. And so things like this is when we can bring the community together. And that's what we're doing today. We're bringing all these, you know, superintendents, all the school districts together, plus our community members and our staff for the city of Pharr. I know you work hard. And Jonathan, again, Dr. You know, Flores, you've been a good leader. I think this is something that I'm looking forward to and hope this is going to be something that we're going to be able to do for a long time.
Thank you, Mr. Perez. So really getting the word out, you know, when they travel, they really go out there and put the message out there on what we're doing here with the great city of Pharr and just coming back and showcasing that on our small business community or, you know, our larger businesses. But going back to small businesses, CJ, 100 vendors, that's a lot of vendors. And are they all from the city of Pharr? And what's the support that the Chamber of Commerce has with these small businesses?
Sure. So one of the main roles that a chamber serves is to be an advocate for our small business. And one of the things that the Pharr Chamber has been a big advocate for giving opportunities for our small businesses to have, you know, with, you know, bringing community together and having an opportunity to, you know, have a different market and different outlet for them to showcase their products, whether it be through Avocado Fest or other markets or other activities that are put on throughout the city. It's an opportunity for us to advocate and give them that extra opportunity to be able to have a larger audience. You know, so there's a lot of entrepreneurs that don't have a brick and mortar business. So events like this is where they make their bread and butter, and we want to be able to provide as many opportunities for that as possible. And we're doing that with Avocado Festival. So having over 100 vendors is something that we're really proud of. They're coming from a majority from Pharr and all surrounding areas. And we've also have some coming out from San Antonio and other cities as well. So we are really excited about that. And like I said, I think our job is to be the advocate for small business and be able to give them an opportunity and outlets to be able to expand their reach. And that is what we're doing with Avocado Fest.
Awesome. Thank you so much, CJ. We have one last question. That's for Dr. Jonathan Flores, our city manager, before we move on to our second video, which is the lineup, because I'm sure everyone's dying to know who the headliner is this year. But I think everybody's doing a great job in really elaborating all the key components that are going to make this festival, from the vendors, the educational portion of it, the collaborations with the school districts, all the events, the carnival rides, the food, the RGV Jurassic, the petting zoo, everything that we're going to have. It's going to be one of the biggest festivals in the region this year. And with that being said, Jonathan, you know, what makes this event unique?
You know, again, you know, we've talked about the avocado and the importance that it has to the city of Pharr and certainly our international bridge. And this is our signature event. So it is a unique event. It was very successful last year, and we anticipate that it's going to continue to be successful. And one of the things that make this event unique, as I think you're seeing here today, it's the partnership between the city of Pharr, the chamber, the EDC, the bridge, and our partners at the school districts. All of us coming together for our community and to make this an impactful event for our community. That's what's unique about it. And then again, to educate our community, our parents, our students, and everybody about the importance of our international bridge and what it does as an economic driver to our city, and why it's so important that we continue to make investments in our bridge, and why when we have collaborations between EDC, the bridge, and the chamber, why those collaborations are so important. And it's about education. We want to come out and we want to have a good time as a community, but at the same time, we want to educate our public about what we're doing and being completely transparent as a city government entity and letting our community know this is what we're doing for you. And so I think that's what makes this type of event so unique and important.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Any other thing you want to add into this, discussion? Yes, Dr. Elias?
And it's going to be more of a tip, but this is something I picked up from a student. I know that our students are very creative and they bring a lot of different ideas to the table. So one of these students shared with me that if you have an avocado and you use half of it, well, what happens to the other half? It'll turn dark real quick. So the way to save it is to put a serrano pepper in there. You close it back up and it'll hold it for a lot longer. So, these are things that the students, as they research, as they're looking at different ideas, different skills, this brings a lot to the table. And I know that this is something probably one of our students picked up at the Avocado Festival.
Thank you so much. That's awesome. Good tip. Okay, so I'm sure everybody likes to dance and good entertainment. And here at the City of Pharr, your committee went back and forth and they really, put some effort this year in making sure that everybody can come out. It doesn't matter if there's a great lineup. So let me just shut up and let's put the video, okay? I'm saying too much already.
To showcase what the City of Pharr is all about. Avocado Festival is a day where we get to showcase what the City of Pharr is all about.
From our booming small business community to our love for delicious food. Como que ya se antoja, ¿no, Andy?
Claro que sí, Dulce. The City of Pharr proudly embraces a multicultural lineup for this year's Avocado Festival.
So, you think they're ready for it?
I think they are.
Let's get started.
Avocado Fest 2024, featuring country singer Trey Gonzalez. Grupo Mesteño. Red, a Taylor Swift tribute band. La Casetera. And Chris Young, with hits like
I don't need this menu. No, I don't.
and
Towns that keep staying small. Old trucks, young love, and Saturday nights. Saturday nights.
but wait, there's more.
Hello, RGV friends. Chris Young here. Excited to be your headliner for this year's annual Avocado Festival in downtown Pharr, Texas, October 12th. Spread the word and tell your friends to join us on a very special night where I'll be singing some of your favorite songs, including Famous Friends and Young Lovin' Saturday Nights. Pharr, it's a date, and I can't wait to be in South Texas with all you beautiful people for one great night. Bring all your famous friends, and I love avocados too. See you October 12th in downtown Pharr.
Well, there you go. Chris Young is our headliner for this year, so I hope everyone's excited. The committee is thrilled. Once again, they put a lot of thought and effort in making sure that, we have a little bit of everything because we have different audiences. So I don't know if you want to mention anything about this, Jonathan, on how we have country, we have pop for the younger generation, Mesteño.
Yeah, so we just wanted to make sure that we had, different music for the different, different genres out there and make sure that everybody can come out and enjoy. So we wanted to have a good mix, and that's something that the committee put a lot of thought into and how we could bring that to the community. So we're excited to be able to do this.
Awesome. So wear your boots and hats, everyone. October 12th in downtown Pharr. Los esperamos. Muchísimas gracias para la gente que está conectada. Los esperamos el 12 de octubre en el centro de la ciudad en el Festival del Aguacate. Media partners, we can have one-on-one questions. Yes? Okay.
Before we jump
Yes.
into that, I wanted to highlight our countdown clock over here, this avocado-shaped clock that's going to be displayed at City Hall, so that way we can remind our community, and we're also going to have extra information there. I wanted to remind everybody that there's still opportunity to become a vendor. There's still opportunity to sponsor this event if you're interested in, if there's a business that's interested in being represented at this event, please contact the chamber office. We'll make sure to get you guys that information. But also, if those of you all that frequent City Hall, please, keep that friendly reminder to check that clock to let you guys know how close we are to Avocado Festival on October 12th.
Awesome. Let's give a round of applause to our amazing panelists that did a great job in really elaborating. So I'm pretty sure that they've said everything about this great event, but just reach out if you have any questions, like CJ mentioned, and let's just enjoy the rest of the morning network and get some pictures done. Thank you.